Hi there and welcome. Today I have a real treat for you. This is probably the most important idea I ever learned. Now, there's a question that we all need to be able to answer. At least that's what I experienced after traveling in 20 countries, doing speeches, seminars, trainings, etc. No matter where I come, there's a common thread. All people seem to want to be, do, and have more out of life and out of their business. We all want to achieve better results, which is a healthy thing to do. We should be healthy, dissatisfied with our results, so that we always try to improve ourselves. Because we either move forward or we go backwards. We either create or we disintegrate. Now, there's one question that we all need to be able to answer. And this is probably one of the more important questions that you ever answer to yourself. And that is, what is the primary cause of my results? What is the primary cause of my results? My name is Admin Berger, and I teach home business owners and entrepreneurs how to take control of your destiny, build a successful business, while living a lifestyle that you truly want. Now, when I learned this from Bob Proctor, a good friend and mentor since many, many years, he had gotten it from someone else, a guy called Leland Val Vanderwall, who learned it from someone else, who learned it from someone else. So this is something that travels in generations, and fortunately, I was fortunate enough to learn it from Bob. And now I hope that you not only learn it yourself and study it and really get it, I also hope that you will pass it on to the people you impact in your world, because you will truly be helping them achieve better results in any area of life. Now, the answer to the question is one word called attitude. Attitude defined as the composite of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's not only your thoughts, not only your feelings, not only your actions. It's a combination of these three. Now, Dr. Ken McFarlane once said that there's very little thinking going on in this world, and he was right. He said 2% of people think, 3% think they think, and 95% would rather die than think. There's very little thinking going on. Think about it. We get up in the morning, go out of the bathroom, we do whatever we do, probably do it exactly the same way as we did it yesterday and the day before. And that goes the day. We keep doing the things we did before. It becomes a kind of a routine, and there's very little new thinking going on. But new thinking is really good from time to time. But it's hard, like Henry Ford said once. He said, thinking is really hard. That's why so few people engage in it. But you see, we have been equipped with mental muscles to actually do some thinking, and we should be consciously aware of what we are thinking, because it's going to create how we feel, which again is going to make us do what we do. And that's how we attract to us whatever we attract to us, and that's how we get our results. So put it very simple, you could say thoughts, feelings, actions, results. Thoughts create feelings, feelings set up the actions we do, which again attract whatever conditions, circumstances, environment, people, whatever we need to attract in order to get the results we want. So if we don't like our results, what we should be doing is to go back and ask ourselves, what have we been thinking up until today in order to get these results? Because our results today is nothing but an accumulation of what we've been thinking up until today. You see, we were equipped with 5 senses, and through the 5 senses we get all kinds of information coming into us from the outside. Now, whether we think something ourselves, in other words, whether we originate a thought or we get thoughts and ideas from other people, from the news, from everywhere around us, through our 5 senses, see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, we get all kinds of information in. But then we have what we call a conscious mind. We can consciously think, and we have that power in us. It's also called our thinking mind or our intellectual mind, and this is where we have full control. We can actually decide whether to accept, reject, or even totally neglect any thought or idea that comes to us. And that's the power we have. But once we have agreed, or once we have accepted a thought, it's going to be impressed upon our subconscious mind, which is also called our emotional mind. Now, our subconscious mind has no choice. It has to accept whatever you give to it. Now, whatever you allow to go into your subconscious mind will impact how you feel. In other words, we can control how we feel if we can control our thoughts. Which also means that when he or she says that he made me so angry, she made me so angry, he disappointed me, etc., that's not really true. What is true, though, is that we allowed that person to make us angry. We allowed them to make us disappointed. We did it to ourselves, in other words. Now, we cannot stop people from saying things to you that cause a frustration or an immediate feeling, but we can stop it right there, and then we have a defense mechanism called our thinking mind. Now, we can use 6 mental muscles to think with, and we can choose to not accept whatever a person says to us. And that way we can stop negative thoughts, negative ideas to enter our mind. At least we can stop them from entering our subconscious mind. So in other words, we don't need to let that impact us, whatever people say, or whatever happens in the world for that matter. We don't need to let that impact our emotions if we just decide to not accept this. That's the power we all have, every single one of us. Now, we have 6 mental muscles, and one of them is our reasoning capability. That is our ability to think, to reason around whatever comes in. So we don't need to react, we can respond instead. Instead of reacting emotionally, we can respond by using that reasoning capability and think. We can, say to ourselves, isn't that interesting? And then we can reason before we say something, before we do something. We can also use our perception, which is our ability to perceive, to perceive people and situations, what we think about them, negatively, positively, whatever. We can choose that. We can actually choose our perception. Not many people are aware of that. We can choose our imagination, or how we use our imagination. If we choose our imagination, that means that we can control which picture we have of a situation or a problem or whatever comes up. Now, when we have decided what to think about a certain situation, we have created our perception and our picture of it, we can hold that with our will. We use all these things also to set goals. Setting goals is an intellectual exercise, while achieving a goal is more of an emotional experience. Then we use affirmations, we use visualization, goal cards, to impress that thought, that intellectual thought that we call a goal. We impress it upon our subconscious mind through repetition, and we repeat it over and over, and it becomes a part of our subconscious mind, and we get emotionally involved in it. You see, whatever we think or choose to think will impact us emotionally. It will set up a vibration that is either positive or negative in our body. And as we say, whatever goes on the inside must be shown on the outside. In other words, when we think something, we're going to feel something that sets up a vibration that moves us into action. That action is going to cause a reaction from the universe, and we start attracting the conditions, the circumstances, the environment, the people, whatever we need in order to achieve our goal. That's also, by the way, what we call the law of attraction, vibration and attraction. Now, then we have our will. We can hold it with our will, as we said, and then we can use our intuition for the rest, if we need to. Now, to put it really simple, just remember this: you can control your thoughts, and whatever thoughts you choose to think will determine the results you get in the future. That's why all the big thinkers, philosophers, quantum physics, all these people that have studied this for years and years, that's why they disagree about many things, but they agree certainly about one thing, and that is that we become what we think about. So we need to think about what we think about, and that's why I open most of my seminars by asking the audience, have you thought about what you thought about this morning? It's a kind of a funny thing I do, because, but it's still also very serious, because you got to think about what you think about, because it will eventually determine your results. So now I'm interested in, what do you think about this? And please comment on this on the comment section below. The reason why I'm asking that is that I'm interested in what you think about these things and how that can help you, maybe has helped you, maybe giving me an example. Or maybe you have a question or a suggestion that you would want to hear more about, a topic you want to hear more about, or how you want this new information, this knowledge to be applied on your situation. That'll give me a good idea to what to teach next on my next blog, my next video. So please comment, please share it also to the people that you appreciate, because it's definitely going to help them. Put some good things out. Good energy out gives good energy back. So it'll come back to you as a positive thing. So thanks for staying with me on this video. And I wish you a good thinking day. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care.